Hello my guys, welcome to another episode. I'm working on my 2000 Honda Accord and I have an oil cooler. Shout out to Evil Energy, they sent me this transmission oil cooler. I'm gonna put it on the transmission because if you have a 6th generation Honda Accord and if it's automatic, it doesn't matter if it's 6 or 4 cylinder, you need a transmission cooler. Why? Because the one on the radiator is just not enough. When it's really hot and you drive in the car for a long time, you'll know once you drive in and you put it on reverse, it takes a little delay because the transmission fluid is already hot. So this is the worst enemy of your transmission, heat. We need to avoid that. And now that I've been driving the car 30 minutes to my friend's house and 30 minutes coming back, I've been noticing that. I should do this a long time ago, but finally I'm gonna be able to do it. I'm gonna put this transmission cooler, which is really easy to do the installation, but we're gonna keep the transmission cooler on the radiator. We're gonna keep it working, so we're gonna have setup of two. That's a better setup. We're gonna utilize what we have already and we're gonna improve it. So in the package we have everything that we need. We have clamps, fittings, we have a hose. This is gonna be the ones that is gonna attach the new oil cooler to the stock radiator. Sticker and the oil cooler. This is the instructions. There is few ways to do it. If this is the transmission, you can run it through the stock system, then going out to the new oil cooler and then goes back to the transmission. That's what I'm gonna do. If you don't have that system or you just wanna run one, you can plug the stock oil cooler and run it just directly to the new one. This is not only for my 6th generation Accord. If you have a truck and you're towing or you just need something to cool down the transmission fluid even more, you can use this oil cooler because either way it's gonna work really good with your setup. This is the way it's gonna look. The fittings are on the bottom. Once you have everything in place, the way these clips work, foam goes through the rod like that. Once you have it in place, goes through the transmission oil cooler, peel off this paper to expose the adhesive tape because this is gonna work as a cushion to put some pressure in it, not too much because you might damage the transmission oil cooler. Once you have that in place, what's next? This little kind of like a retaining clip is gonna go inside. You put it inside and that's what's gonna lock the rods in place. I removed the 10 millimeters from the radiator fan. The rod went all the way through already. I just gotta put the locking plate and the locking clip in there. Once I got it tight enough, I can just cut the remains of the rod. I have one on the top and I have that one on the bottom. I don't think I need all four. It doesn't go anywhere with two. I think we're good on that. And on the radiator side, it's already in place and it's locked in place. It doesn't go anywhere. Same for the one on the bottom. If you can see there, it clears the fan. Nothing is touching the fan, so we're good on that. Before you put the transmission cooler, make sure that you put the hoses first because it is really difficult to put them on once you have the transmission cooler in its place. I put the whole line without cutting it. Now here on the bottom of the car, this is on the passenger side. Transmission is coming through here. It goes all the way to that side and then goes back to the transmission. So what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna mess with this one. I'm gonna remove this part of the hose right here because this right here is a hard line. I just need to remove this side. You can see there, I already made my first connection. Clamp is on. I just need to remove this side, remove the hose and connect the new hose, which is right here. Installation is complete. That's the old hose, and on this fitting it has a nut in there to tighten them up to the transmission cooler. I loosen it up and I turn it the other way for the hose. Now everything is tight, and I know that I lost some fluid, not a lot, but you gotta check the levels on your transmission. Now that I add a second transmission cooler, I'm gonna have to fill it up with transmission fluid, check your levels, and I'm not gonna drive the car today. I'm just gonna start the car and let it warm up, check for leaks. I'm not gonna put the bumper. Once I get all that done, I'm gonna check my levels again, make sure everything is right, because I lost some fluid, plus all the fluid that is gonna go to the new oil cooler. Okay guys, I'll leave you with that. That's the installation on the new transmission cooler from Evil Energy. Link is gonna be in the description. I don't have leaks, everything looks good. Levels are, I'm gonna check it once I put the car down. You can add a filter, but if you don't service that enough, it can mess up your transmission. That's the reason why I'm not doing it. Also, if it's really cold where you live, thermostat will be a good idea. If it's not really cold but winter is coming, just let your car warm up a little bit more than usual. So if it's like 40-30 degrees where you live, let it warm up, so it warm up the fluid before you start driving, because that might damage the transmission as well. I hope you like this little episode, guys. If you have any questions, please comment down below. I'm gonna be happy to help. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and see you in the next one. Peace.